I never think that the intro is long enough, dude.
I
Just the
think it's
song
perfect.
itself. I want it to be
It's a
long. I
good
want to hear
song.
the whole song. I want to hear all of it.
I tell you
You
what,
know,
since next Monday is our 100th show, we'll play the whole song for the beginning of that. How about that?
no, that sounds good. That sounds good,
Yeah.
dude. I mean, it has been wild, dude. To think we're on episode 99. You know, to think that we came from just a small podcast on Grand Theft Auto
Yeah.
online to now to having like the full fledged, studio, producer, the works.
We have multiple producers, multiple shows, all under the PNS Studios brand. I mean, we've grown by leaps and bounds in just a little over a year.
And we're continuing to grow. And that's the crazy thing
Yes.
about it is I don't think people are aware of how much we are growing, dude. I have some people in the talks right now about opening a separate show, another show under PNS Studios.
Good. That's what I'm talking about, man.
Yeah, so this one's going to be more centered around music, entertainment, stuff like that. Talking about celebrities and the ins and out of that kind of world. Celebrity gossip, the who's getting arrested, who's having, who's getting divorced, who's having babies, that kind of good
So
stuff.
it's going to be your own personal pop culture TMZ kind of thing.
Pop culture TMZ, exactly.
Harvey Levin over here.
I'm telling you, dude. So yeah, like I said, we're in the works with that. I'm still in the middle of talking to them to make sure that they understand, the criteria, what's expected, the guidelines, everything like that, to even see if they're willing, to put forth the effort. Because as we know, with the consistency of how we do it, try to do it 2 shows every week. It's consistent. It has to be consistent. Whether your show gets 1 view, no views, whether you're the only one looking at it, it doesn't
Yep.
matter. It doesn't matter. It has to be there the same way. Like tonight, you may not we not feel there's days we don't feel like doing it, but we do it. We do it
Mhm.
because it has to be consistent, and that's the only way
Well,
it's going to get out there.
if we don't do it, nobody else going to do it.
Yeah, who else is going to do? Who else is going to run the Fat
Nobody else
Spicy
going to
show?
nobody else going to entertain the people like we can, man. We're mega superstars, bro.
That we are, dude. Oh man, but diving into these topics, guys. Before we go in any further, guys, if you haven't already checked out our YouTube channel, all right, and watch the latest behind the pint, uh, you know, what do you call these episodes?
Yeah, of course, there are episodes. Episode 2 is out now.
Episode 2 with
We so
spicy.
yeah. So what it is we've done a bunch of behind the pints before, but then I was having trouble doing it myself. I couldn't do the editing and just everything altogether. And with Laws doing this show, and I know she's got her editing and everything else, like I said to everybody, we brought in Yusuf to help me on that show. So I've got a producer that takes a load off. And I figured since we got a new look for Behind the Pint, we've got a new everything. We're just going to do kind of like what we did here and just kind of do a Behind the Pint 2.0. So we started it over. Episode 1 was with Mama Lisa. It was a well received episode. I've got a lot of people that love that one. And then this one is with our friend Eastwood, who you and I used to game with. You remember him? He was on the
Yeah,
show, the biker guy.
yeah, yeah.
So we had a really good long talk about, living the life on the road, being in the motorcycle gang and not gang, but the crew and all
The
that. And
lifestyle, yeah.
the lifestyle. We had a really long chat about it. It was really good, guys. I'm not going to give anything away, but please go to our YouTube page. It's at the PNS Studio. Is it the PNS Studios or at PNS Studios? I don't remember.
The
Is it the?
studio.
All right.
Yeah, it had to be
And
because YouTube. Everybody has like every username on YouTube that you can think of has been taken.
of course. But
You
go check it
know,
out, man. Both of those episodes are wonderful.
but yeah, as
I don't know.
like Mama
Before we
Lisa
get going
said,
though,
consistency is the hardest part, honestly.
yeah, I'm a fan of a pretty big podcast. Nothing mainstream, like mainstream, but it's something that I listen to. And they've been doing it for 14 years. And they said it took them 7 years of consistently showing up every day and doing the show before they got any kind of notoriety or fame.
I mean, even if you break it down into the level of like entertainment business. Like even like if you wanted to be a rapper or a singer, you know, these guys, there's guys out there that didn't get noticed until they're late, you know, in their 30s, you know, stuff like that. And they've been doing it since they were like 14, 15,
Yeah, yeah,
you know,
yeah.
consistently, you know, like I said, shows and everything. So when you look at it from this point of view, you know, like we are just scratching the surface of what it takes to have that level of consistency. You know what I'm saying?
Only
You think
place left
about
to go is up, man.
exactly, exactly. And I tell people, and I tell people at work, they're like, "Oh man, how when I talk about the podcast, they're like, you do a podcast?" I'm like, "Yeah, we do a podcast." It's like, how? It's like they're amazed at how it got
Yeah,
started or how you even get into like how do you do it? Like it's some kind of maze.
yeah,
And I
it's
was like,
magic.
no, and I tell them the story of how it happened, and everybody's face is always the same. Like I'm like, you want to know? You want to know how Fat and Spicy got started? You want to know how PNS Studios got started? It was me and this guy right here. I said, "Hey, you know, I've always wanted to do a podcast." He said, "Shit, me too. Let's fucking do it." I said, "All right," and that was it. That was
Yeah,
it.
we literally had a 20-minute meeting and we hit record.
That was it.
That's it.
That was it. Like I said, and you can go back and see. Of course, there's going to be mistakes here and there, you know. But as you see over time, you'll see the improvements. You know, the same and the little things that we added and we learned along the way. So we are still learning, guys. We're all still learning. And that's just something that's going to be expected, you know, until you finally get there.
But the learning of it is the fun part because while we learn, we get to hang out with our audience. You and I get to see each other every week. We get to see laws. I mean, I would never, excuse me, I would never see you guys if it wasn't for the Fat and Spicy show or the Behind the Pints or whatever else we do as a group. I love you guys. And it's like, it sucks sometimes when I don't get to hang out with y'all. And then I look forward to Tuesdays and Thursdays. Problem is, we do the show late. So we're both fucking wiped out by the time the show comes around, you
No,
know?
dude. But hopefully, like I said, hopefully we are going to be getting spend some more time together. You know what I'm saying? Especially with these new shows coming out.
Hey, listen,
Uh,
you got this new thing coming up. As long as I don't have to be part of that one, I'm already stretched too thin. I'll be happy. Call me in as a special guest or something at some point.
no,
I
no,
can't
no.
be on another one, man.
I know the entertainment thing isn't your big forte. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I get it. I get it. If
No,
it was stocks,
I'm not a
it was,
TMZ kind of guy. Yeah.
yeah. If it was politics, stocks, bonds, and Hooters, you'd be all in. Um, no, guys.
Dork. What show
Today
is
we're
this?
gonna dive in. What show is this? This, you know, this is
We didn't do a proper
touchy too
intro.
chilly. We didn't. And there's
You
people
guys,
in here
you got to
probably
give
don't
the
know who we
people.
are.
They're like, who the fuck are these schmucks? Oh, I can't
They're like,
swear
who's
anymore.
fat
We're
and
on
who's
YouTube.
spicy? I'm like, well, technically we're both fat. We're both a little spicy, you know. Um,
We are. And if you look down here, it's at the bottom of our screens. I can't point to. There we
oh
go.
yeah, right. Look right there.
Yeah. Other way.
Wait, wait. Yeah, I'm gonna say you don't need
I don't know what's what.
but guys, welcome to another great episode, guys. Welcome to our channel. Welcome to Penis Studios, guys. If you're here for the first time or you've been here for the long ride, I'm Fat,
I'm spicy.
and this is the Fat and Spicy Show, guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Episode 99, bitches.
Episode 99, guys. Don't forget that 100, episode 100. That means next Tuesday, guys. Next
Yeah.
Tuesday. Me and Spicy are going to be putting our bodies to the nails for you guys. We're actually going to be ordering some of those hot noodles. I don't know. Maybe Laws can find a picture for us. I forgot what they're called. Laws, do you know what they're called? How do you pronounce that? The book club.
It's the
I don't
You
want
That's
to
don't
what
talk.
they're
want me to
called. That's
pronounce it.
exactly that's the sound I'm gonna make.
Bukkake.
No, no, no. It's not.
No,
It's not
no,
a
no, no, no.
bukkake.
You can't say that. You can't say that.
Go away. Go away. That's not what it is. That's not what it is. It's not the kind of noodles we're eating.
Bulldog. Bulldake?
I'm not
Bulldog.
eating anything. I'm not eating any bull doc. All right. So what is the story with this stuff? How hot is this stuff really, man?
Dude, I have seen some of the videos, and some people, you know, you got those guys that are on there, they're just eating stuff, they're just they're like no reaction, you know. But again, these guys are like a glutton for pain, you know.
Yeah, I'm not.
Honestly, honestly, me personally, I'm like, these guys must have like some kind of, some form of that virus that went around, where you can lose your taste, your sense of taste and
Oh yeah,
everything.
that Wuhan wobble. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I was like, maybe that's what they got. Maybe they just never got rid of it, because people were doing all kind of crazy stuff whenever like they lost their sense of taste and stuff, their sense of smell. They were just doing all kind of crazy viral videos, and I was like, oh man, that's the best time to do what you do.
Eating Tide Pods.
Oh man, I'm lucky. I wasn't part of that generation. That little
Yeah, me
generation
neither.
of viral moments. I don't know. I don't know if that. Why would that ever be a thing?
Well, that's my point, right? I don't care if you're viral or not. At what point do you want to put soap in your mouth?
Well, I mean, technically, isn't that what we did when they know that what they did to us?
I never had that happen to me. Did you?
Yeah. No.
Did
It
you ever
was
have
just
your
one of
mouth
those
washed out
things.
with soap?
No. We got the right way. We got our ass beat.
That's right. That's right.
Oh, but Law says, I think she Laws has a photo for us. Let's see. I think
Uh-oh.
she has the
What?
noodles up there.
Oh, you got the noodles? Let's see these noodles.
Oh, it's a show. Okay, let's see it.
Let me see. Oh, it's a big bowl? No. See, that's what's
He
going to
just
happen to me.
he barely
That's what's
took a
going to
little. He barely took a. Oh,
Yeah,
oh
that's what's
my
going to
god.
happen to Spicy, dude.
Wait,
Bulldog.
but those aren't even the extra spicy ones that we're getting.
Huh.
Those are just regular. Those are regular.
Sweet. Man, I'm going to tell you, as much as I love you guys and I'm looking forward to episode 100, I'm not looking forward to episode 100. Not one fucking bit.
Dude, I'm not looking forward to the aftermath of episode 100. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm not looking forward. I like to
I
sit
might,
down in my chair, guys. I like to sit. I'm a big sitter.
yeah, yeah.
Oh, that's
I
why
don't
we
want this.
have we're now introducing fat and spicy ice cream.
Oh,
Mhm.
Extra fattening and extra spicy.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
copyrighted, guys. So don't.
Yeah. The flavor of bukkake.
Bukkake
Guys,
ice cream.
I'm
enough
sorry.
with
No,
I'm
no,
that.
no.
sorry.
Wait. Can I add?
Last time.
We're gonna name it Bukkookie, and it's gonna be
Yeah.
cookies and cream.
There you go. There you go. Huh? Huh?
We'll have to
I'm,
ask Cookie if she's
I'm,
into it.
I'm sorry, dude. I'm
All
sorry.
right, so real quick, speaking of gross fluids and shit, right? I have a question for you, man. This has been bugging me since last episode. You played that video of the people that were putting on those masks with the poop on them.
Oh, dude.
All right, this scarred me, dude. I almost threw up on that on the last show. Like I was getting
I
like
know.
nauseous. It wasn't good. And it's been on my mind. What is the fascination with people and that stuff? Like you can find porn about it. You can find anything. Why are they so fascinated with Browning? Like with Megan
With
Stinky? I don't
brown.
get it.
I don't think it's, well, there is a world of fascination around that.
There
I can't
is.
sit there and argue.
And what is that?
Um,
Why is that hot?
I mean, it's hot when it comes out your body, right?
I'm not saying that kind of hot. Why is it sexy?
Oh,
Why do people
why is it trending?
how can that be a fetish?
I was like, I don't know why it's hot. The internal organs. I don't know. Anyways,
I was sitting in my chair playing the PlayStation the other day and I had a fart and I almost left the room. Like
oh
thinking about
man,
rapping and putting it on you and people sexualizing it, that makes no sense to me.
I
Like
don't
none.
I don't think that it's necessarily a thing that's centered around fecal matter for less words, that is the thing. I don't think it's just like, oh, poop and all the wonders that it has. I don't think that's it. I think what it is just people are in their own paths and they're willing to do whatever it takes. Like for instance, with the mask and everything, that was those are the beauticians, those are the ones that are in the skincare, they're always looking for the best thing because everybody's always trying to find that miracle anti-aging cream. And I
Sure.
think
Is it
within
feces?
that, I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know. Look at these. Look at these. I
I
don't know.
know, man. Let me take the glasses off. You
I
look
have
at
a
me. I've
question
got
for
the
you guys.
line.
Have you heard of the huffing feces?
I've heard of this. Yes, people getting high. You shit in a bag. Sorry, I can't. I gotta remember to watch my mouth. You crap in a bag and you set it aside so that it ferments, and then you And I guess
Yeah.
the fumes are supposed to just get you wicked high. I am not a fan. I have no interest in going anywhere near that.
I mean, you
You
do when
imagine,
you
you
No,
imagine the smell that
no, no, I can't.
like that's a horrible kind of fiend to be. You know what I'm saying? You walk up, you're like, "Hey guys, you want to get high?" I'm like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa!"
Yeah. Or the guy that's always got the
You
fucking
you
paper
that takes
bag
that
super glued to his hand.
it takes that scene from Cheech and Chong Up in Smoke to a whole new level. He's like, we're smoking dog shit. He's
Yeah. I wonder what Great Dane tastes like.
like, such a
Half
great
Maui
movie.
Wowie, half Labrador, man.
I know. Oh, that's such a great movie, guys. Oh man, but guys, how have you been, guys? Everybody in the chat, let's give it up for the chat. The chat, you guys have been amazing all this time, guys. Every episode isn't as great as we wanted to be, but you guys stick it through with us, and we appreciate you guys more now than ever.
Yeah.
Because Spicy never appreciated you guys. No, I'm just joking. I'm joking. You guys are all he talks about.
Hey, hey,
This
hey.
guy
I'm
wakes up
sorry. I'm
and checks the
sorry I woke
views.
you up 20 minutes before the show from your beauty sleep. And you're
I
all
need it. I
cranky
don't have
tonight,
any
but
fecal matter, bro. I don't have any
back off
fecal
of
matter.
spicy.
I don't have any fecal matter. I need my beauty sleep.
You come
Okay.
visit me. I'll give you all the fecal matter you need.
Oh, Jesus Lord. We're getting into the wrong type of subjects here. Oh, speaking of subjects, guys, tonight we're going to be diving deep, 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 and I mean deep
Deep?
into the world of mystery. Yeah, man. And
Okay.
there's nothing out, and I don't think there's anything out there deeper in the world than the ocean, right? Let's see.
The ocean's pretty deep. Ocean's pretty deep, right? Like, are we okay?
Are we having technical difficulties? Can you guys in the chat? Can you guys let us know what's going on? Anybody in the
Yeah,
chat?
do you guys
How's
hear
the
us
audio?
clearly?
Am I breaking up?
It's my heart, man. Just my heart.
Yeah, you're breaking my heart. What's that song? Don't go
Don't
breaking
go
my
breaking
heart.
my heart.
Such a great song.
Captain and Tennille, right?
Yeah, audio is
How are
good.
we? They can hear us good?
Yeah,
All
AD
right.
says our
Well, that's
audio
all I
is
care
good.
about. All
That's
right.
all we need to know, baby.
Yeah, that's it. Then let's continue this shitstorm. So
I
I've
know.
got to stop swearing on the show. I'm trying to
What's
bring
wrong with
about
you?
a new spicy.
You big poop mouth. That what you like to do? Like just
I've
walk
got to
around?
yep. I work in a kitchen, dude. All I do is swear.
Somebody bring me some of that soap. Bring me some soap.
Yeah, we've been back.
Yeah. So, guys, but like I said, we are here, and we tonight, like I said, we do have a list of stuff that we want to do, and we are going to be talking about some of the greatest mysteries that we find. I find personally like kind of freaky. How good of a swimmer are you, Smith?
I'm a great swimmer.
You're great. Are you? I'm a good floater. You know,
Okay, fair enough.
Especially
Uh,
when all the airs. And I'm not talking about in a good. See, I've tried. Okay, don't get me wrong. I've tried to learn how to swim. Okay, I've tried to kind of like, and I get the gist of it. But I've tried to float. For some reason, when I float, I don't know if one person can be bottom heavy or top heavy, like but for some reason, when I try to float, my body automatically switches like from my back to my stomach, and I'm just face down.
you just float over.
Yeah, just like like I'm like this, and it's just like, and I'm like,
Well,
okay, I don't know how good that is.
I mean, I guess if you're trying to play dead, it'd be great because you don't have to act.
I could have played dead all the way into dead. He's already floating. Let him go. But the thing is, like, okay, so I guess that's one of the mysteries that I have a question about. How do you float? How does one float in a pool? Like, like, do you hold your breath? Do you just
You have to
do
hold
you
your breath.
breathe? So when people are like floating on their back, they're holding their breath.
Mhm. And then you just let a little bit out, right? And then bring it right back in to keep. You have to keep your lungs inflated. It's all about the displacement of water versus the air, and oxygen is lighter than water, and yeah, it's the whole thing.
Huh.
What do you mean? What? I'm hearing from the production booth. I'm hearing what?
Do you go through that whole process when you float?
Yeah, you have
I
to.
just lay on my back and I just float.
Really? I
Yeah.
guess it's kind of like the same thing with me. Like I just lay down and but I'm just like face down.
If I got a big old ass, so if I go into the ocean, my ass goes bloop and floats back up. But
Goodness gracious. Look at it. When I get litty, I like to float in the ocean and pretend to be a crab. Do crabs float in the ocean?
I don't. They must.
He's just out there
I don't know.
crabs just floating on the ocean.
Well, I know that they walk along the bottom, right?
I know they do
But
that.
I mean, to get on the shore, they have to get brushed in by the waves, so they have to float at some point.
Well, I mean, I don't think they flood in more they wash in, like so my thing is okay, so are there no currents? There are some currents on the water, yeah, right?
Oh,
We saw it
absolutely.
on
There's
we saw it on Nemo.
Yeah, well, that's a real thing, and there's actually some water is more either salinated than others, or you can actually get streams of different density water under the ocean. So,
So
like, if
my
you
thing
look
is
down,
this:
you
so
can see
why
like
can
streams of this.
so how come animals like crabs and stuff can crawl along the ocean floor, but we don't? Like, is it why
They're
don't
born to
we?
the pressure. We're not. They have different body structure, right? Like, so they live underwater. They get their oxygen from the water. We have to breathe that. And how much fat does a crab have? Right? Fat helps you float. Fat is buoyant, very buoyant. And we're fatty people. Like, you boast that somebody has 4% body fat. That 4% of the fat is still going to float. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
It just
Okay.
happens. Doesn't
Okay.
matter how fat you are or not. Um, and if you're born to it, you just kind of know how to adapt to it. Like crabs were made to walk on the bottom of the floor so they can scavenge and eat all this little shit with their little whisker thingies.
Oh man, could you
So that's just
imagine
how they
a
live their
life
life.
like a human sized crab just walking up to you?
Yeah, I'm
You freak
good.
out?
I don't need that. I
You
was
freak out?
you wanna hear a quickie? Me and my buddy went to the beach.
We're already talking about Bukakis. Let's get quickies in here.
Oh, yeah, right. My buddy and I went to the beach. Oh, this was 20 years ago, and, we each took an eighth of mushrooms, and we built a fire, waiting for them to kick in, and, I can't stand the taste of them, so we took bagels and
You
ham
trying to
and cheese
supersize
and
yourself?
cream cheese.
Woohoo!
No, I'm just saying, bagel, ham, turkey, cheese, cream cheese, mayonnaise, and put the mushrooms inside. We gobbled that shit down. Problem was, it's supposed to take 45 minutes for these things to kick in. It took like an hour and 15. Well, by the time I'm feeling it, I'm like, I need to go take a walk. So I get up and I walk down to the edge of the ocean. Remember, we're at the beach and sitting around the campfire. I walked down there and instantly I turned around and walked away. And my buddy said, "Why did you walk away? Why'd you come back so fast?" I'm like, "Crab people." He said, "What?" I said, "Crab
Wait,
people.
wait,
They're out there.
wait,
They're out there.
wait,
They're coming. Crab people." I just saw these things in my mind. I
wait.
knew they weren't I didn't see them, like, it wasn't a visual hallucination, but I had the creeps, and my brain's like, "The crab people are coming, dude. Get the fuck away."
The
Yeah,
crab
I saw crab
people
people. Yeah, I
are
saw crab people.
coming.
Mhm. Have you ever taken a ridiculous amount of psychedelic mushrooms?
No, yeah, I can't say that I do that.
You've never done mushrooms, dude?
No.
I'm about ready to do some here in the next, like, 2 weeks.
So
Let's see,
I
I
mean,
in the
don't get
middle
me
of
wrong.
the
So I have been interested. I've been curious more to say about it, and I have talked to some people that I know around my workplace. I won't say in the workplace. That's crazy.
no, but yeah.
I don't know anybody at work that sells shrooms. Anyways, you know. Anyways, like I said, when I was curious, and I've never actually took one, to see, like what it would do,
Mhm.
like. But the thing about it is, I've always been kind of cautious and kind of nervous about it because I already have an overactive imagination.
Yes, you do.
So it's kind of like like strap me to the bed, strap me to
Mhm.
the wall, and no matter what I say, don't untie me.
Well, that's the deal, right? Is if you go into it with fear, you're not gonna have a good time. Um, but I will, on the other hand, say that I've had good trips and I've had bad trips. Not bad trips where it's like I'm seeing faces and demons coming at me. No, 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 no. It's just
crab
your
people.
mind, yeah, your mind's just doing stuff. Like when I do them, dude, I I like to go somewhere. Like I like to come into my office, lock the door so I'm by myself, turn off every light. If there's like the tiniest little light on the side of my computer, I have to black it out. I put on a little music and I just lay on the floor and I drift away in my mind. That's all I do. I don't, I don't like to go outside. I'm not a day tripper. I don't like to hang out and do shit like that. So hold on, guys. Okay, sorry.
You all right? You seeing things? Man? You
Yeah,
see
no, it's
crab
just
people?
no, I don't see crap people. It's just my Discord's blowing up and it's absolutely I need to turn this off before the show because this is distracting. Um,
That's all them
that's enough.
Discord
I
kittens
don't
for
even
hire
care.
you
I
got on
can't
there.
even look at this stuff anymore. I have to
That's
turn
what
this
you
off.
got in there.
But yeah, I had this. I like to trip like that, and the one time that I tripped, I saw the crab people. I will tell you this, Jacob. When you do it, if you were to have a good or bad trip,
So my
you
thing
never
is
get
this:
the trip you
what I'm
want. You get
picturing
the
is
trip
how
you
you
need.
walk back. How you walk, right? Did you walk like with your arms out, and just like kind of scurried over there, like?
No, no, no. I was standing, like maybe 10 feet from where the waves were breaking. You know what I mean? So it wasn't washing up on my feet. I was farther enough away from the tide that I wasn't getting wet. I just turned around and just kind of walked back to the camp and sat down. And
Like
my
I
buddy
just
goes,
like
"That was really quick." And I said, "Crab people, they're coming. I can't be there." And he goes, "Cool, dude." And then I dug a hole in the sand and I vomited my guts out. And I had a great trip after that. It was fun and cool, but that was a bad little part of it.
please cover it up.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I
Man, this is
absolutely did.
buried
I
the
dug a hole
treasure.
and then covered it back up.
Uh, oh man,
Yeah.
but again, that's good stuff. Speaking of crab people, dude, and the
Hmm.
stuff like I think the things that interest me the most are some of the things that we kind of like lose perception of.
Like what?
As because as humans, we like to think of ourselves as top of the food chain. Essentially, like we're here, and dinosaurs and everybody else is down here because they're dead and we're alive. But I think we lose kind of like a real, I guess, what's the word I'm looking for, dude? Retrospect, or just
We
aspect of
lack the
how
ability to put
small
ourselves into focus. Yeah.
how small we really are in this world.
Homie,
You know
homie, you these are the things that I shouldn't think about when I'm doing mushrooms.
exactly.
Because you want to feel tiny. I love, me, I love science. I love astrophysics. And one of the biggest things is for me is when they're talking about billions of galaxies. And each one of those billions of galaxies out there has billions of stars. And around each of those stars is at least one planet on most of them. And you start thinking about it, right? Out of all those billions and trillions of planets, we're just one of them. And we're so small and we're in the middle of nowhere and we're just little
And
farts in the wind.
I don't think what people understand is we're not even a big planet.
No,
We're not
we're
even like
tiny
the
little
world
marble.
itself is not a big planet. Like if you see
No,
Jupiter, or like
Neptune, any
it's
of them, Saturn, yeah.
huge compared to
Hmm.
us. Huge. And
And what do
I
you
don't
hear?
think people
What do you
realize
hear on the news? Every time we find a new Earth, it's always bigger than ours. Oh, it's
yeah, super
1.5
Earth.
times the
Yeah,
size of Earth.
everything.
It's 2 times the size of Earth. Yeah, super Earths. They're not our. We never found one that's
Yeah,
our size. We're
exactly.
so small
You
and
know,
just crazily out of in the middle of shit nowhere, and
I
we
said
think we're
huge,
special,
huge. Or
right?
as Trump would say, huge.
Yeah,
You know,
right. Hmm.
but
We have a
but I
planet.
think
It's the best planet. It's the best planet around. I've been to a lot of planets. This is the best. I have the best planet.
that's exactly
You
right.
love it.
I
Oh
had
God.
a friend of mine made a video recently in Second Life, and they did a funny little news broadcasting. It was supposed to be a play on something where they were talking about a news broadcasting of seeing God, but God was a penguin. Remember, I don't know if that was an actual like news
That
story
person was on mushrooms.
No, I don't think
that
that was ever a real news story.
they were like,
I've never seen God as a penguin
God is
headline.
a penguin, and then there's
Well,
an
I
egg
mean,
next to him.
I will
It was
say
funny.
this, and for those who believe or those who study the Bible or are interested, I will say this: that in there, God did manifest as a burning bush. Okay, so to say that he couldn't manifest as a penguin and speak to somebody in whatever way,
Yeah. You know what I
decides
think?
to show
I think
himself.
Moses was burning some bush and got some message from God, man.
Let's not get blasphemy on the show.
What are you
Okay,
talking about? It
let's
said
calm
it. He
down.
walked up to the bush. The bush was on fire, and then he saw God. That happens
You
to
think
me. It's going to happen to me as soon as this show's over.
you think it was just some peyote lit on fire in the desert, dude?
I don't think you can
Yeah,
light peyote on fire, but
oh no, I
yeah,
know you know what I'm
just
talking
saying.
about.
Maybe Moses was,
He burned
Oh,
bush
you do
cheese.
smoke peyote, don't you? I thought you took it. I thought you ate peyote. Law says you smoke it.
Oh, you could
I
probably
think
eat
you
it
do
too, man.
both. I think you do.
Yeah.
Because don't people swallow the peyote? That's one that I've never done acid and I've never done peyote.
Are you thinking
I've
of
done enough mushrooms to
ayahuasca,
kill it.
the one you drink?
That's the one that I
I
want to
was
do.
invited. I was invited to do some
That was
peyote
fun.
one time.
I've done that.
What?
I didn't never do it. Didn't never do it. See. Okay, so my daughter, her grandfather is Ponca tribe. You know, so
Like
and he would
shaman?
tell me like a Ponca tribe member, like a Native American.
Okay.
So and they were he was telling me about their rituals and stuff, and how they do like their cleansings and things like that, and where they would take these eagle talons, like bald eagle talons, and he has, and like I said, it was one of the few tribes that are actually permitted to have bald eagle parts. He brought me out these bald eagle talons that he has, and what they do is they hook them to your chest, right, and they hang you and they suspend you
No.
in a teepee.
No.
Dude.
No. I don't need that. I'm good. That's not
And
my
he was like,
jam doing that stuff.
he was like, you could do it. You'd be an honorary member. I'm like, I mean, yeah, I'm with it. I'm with.
I don't, dude. I'm just telling you the truth. Like people who like that kind of stuff, like
I don't think it's is it a liking as it is a rite of passage.
so what does it prove that you're a man because you didn't scream or something?
No, I think it's more of like because, like I said, you're going under. This it's a room full of these guys that are smoking peyote. So you're going through what they call the transitional period. Like a.
Okay, so this is a psychedelic trance whole medium all
Yeah.
together thing. Okay, they're not just like it's your turn, get in here and get hooked up to the claws. Okay.
Raise him up, Johnny. Bring him up.
Why don't you send Phil first?
So
That's
sort of,
dirt.
is it kind of? It sounds similar to like the Sundance ceremony where they put hooks in your chest and they tie a rope to that.
Don't
They
want to
attach
do
it
that
to
either.
a tree, and then you have to pull yourself off the hooks.
No.
My brother did that.
I don't want to hear it. I don't. Come on now. All right, that's enough of that. I don't want to hear that shit. God damn.
Yeah, dude.
See, it's not my turn for the hooks.
Come on, man.
No,
right through the
no.
nips. Right through the nips.
No, dude, I like my nips where they are.
Eagle
Okay?
talons just right on like little crab claws.
So that's my question, right? How do they do it? Are the eagle talons like hardened and like preserved, or do they come down there and they like tickle one of the tendons? Like
No, they're
right
hard
on
and
the nipple?
preserved, but they go through your skin.
Like they just hook them through you?
Yeah.
No, I can't do that. I don't
Get your
want to talk about
skin.
this anymore. I love you, dude, but this isn't my kind of shit. I don't like
Yeah,
this at all.
I mean, hey,
I love
it's
you,
not
but
my thing either. That's why I never did it. But hey,
but no, dude.
Again, diving, dude. And speaking of diving, like I said, in the aspect of how small we are, the not knowing. I wanted to dive into some of the things that we actually have on Earth that would make us feel small, and one of those things being the ocean.
So when you said you didn't want to dive in, I assume there was no pun intended.
No pun intended.
Oh, what's this? MBS.
So this here is somebody's charted out and created a model for us to see.
Oh, of how deep the ocean is? Yeah, these are
how
cool.
deep
I like these.
the ocean is.
Let's see.
And
this.
comparison, guys, and we'll pause throughout this video so you can actually see.
All right, so hold on there. Real quick. So we got the Baltic Sea at 55 meters. Well, I'm assuming, yeah, I mean, I know it's negative 55, but we'll say 55 meters deep. Lake Victoria. The Eurotunnel. What's the Eurotunnel? Is there a tunnel that connects something to something in England?
So just
I don't
for
know what that is.
retrospect, a football field from one end to the other is 91 meters. Okay, or 90,
Okay.
about 91 and a half.
Okay, so Lake Victoria is not quite there yet. Okay, let's see. Go for it, Laws.
So it looks like the Eurotunnel connects Belgium to London or something.
Yeah, that's the one that's the tunnel that everybody drives underwater.
Okay, and that's at about 81 meters. All right, let's see what happens there. Oh, Eurotunnel's deeper. I figured the Persian Gulf would have to be deep because you got like the warships and shit going through there, right?
Britain and France.
Yeah, have you seen those videos of the North Sea?
Look right there.
water? It looks
You
crazy.
see the Statue of Liberty?
Yeah, I saw that.
Submerged.
Yeah. Caspian Sea. Another tunnel there. Look at that at 240 meters deep. Holy crap, dude.
So pause right there.
The Eiffel Tower. Look at that.
If anybody here has ever seen the Eiffel Tower in person or just in a video, you see how tall that thing is. If you've seen the Statue of Liberty and see how tall it is.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
That's what got me on this one is the Statue of Liberty is fucking tall. What about this damn Eiffel Tower?
Exactly. And we're still going.
And we're still going. I like how they have to zoom it in now because it's going to be so dynamic.
Look at the guy. Look at the guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Does that give you just like a sense of like,
Look at this oil platform. The oil platform goes down that deep to the surface.
Shout out Metaball Studios for this video.
Yeah. Wow.
Look at this.
Wow. Shit, I didn't realize the Arctic Ocean was that deep. I mean, I never thought about it.
This is average. And you'll notice that these say average.
Yeah.
And they're not even the deepest part of these places.
No. The Mediterranean Sea, really?
Just look how deep we're getting, bro.
Wow.
Look from the surface. Can we pause right there? Just look at the far back left top hand corner.
All I was going to say is, yeah, the tallest building that they showed there, it would be like 10 of those to get to the top of the surface from where we are right now at 2,000 meters. That's insane.
This is,
you know, what fascinates me is that we have explored so many, like I said, exoplanets, and we're looking at galaxies. We don't know crap about what's in our own backyard. I live at the ocean and I'm afraid to go in there because I don't know if I'm going to step on something that's never been discovered before. The ocean is a scary freaking place, dude.
You want to know the crazy part about it?
It
says that we've only explored 5% of the ocean.
Yeah, dude. But we can't get down there. Like, look, just like what Mama said in the
5%.
What Mama said in the thing, right? She's like, look where the sub exploded. We can't handle these pressures. We can't get down there.
Look at this.
Yeah.
This does not give you a sense of like dread or chills or like.
I got senses of dread or chills when we were like a quarter of the way back. The Atlantic Ocean.
All right, right there.
So there's the Titanic. There's the Titanic. Look how far down the Titanic is. That's why we can't raise it.
Look at the ocean. Look at the Statue of Liberty now.
Mm-hmm.
You know how much water is above that? You know how many meters is above that now?
Oh, yeah. That's 100 statues of liberties to get up there. I mean, I don't know, but you know what I mean. Norwegian. You know, you can see. Jesus. The Pacific Ocean's deeper than the Atlantic, huh? Telling you, man. There's a lot of people that think that there's alien bases out here this deep, way down deep like this. And look, now the drop off. The USS Johnson's 6,500 meters.
Look at the Eiffel Tower. Look at the Eiffel
Yeah.
Tower.
Well, the Eiffel Tower don't mean nothing now. Statue of Liberty's long gone.
Look at that Mount Everest from the
Yep.
surface.
So PMD is correct. There's two reasons.
Pause right there.
The end of the Pacific Ocean down there. Look at that. The Marianas Trench.
The first
Mariana
cruise
Trench.
vessel to reach the bottom.
Yep.
Dude, you can imagine the amount of pressure that's down there.
Have you seen some of the fish that are down there?
That's the crazy part about it. Some of the
Dude, they saw this squid thing that looks like it's made out of sticks and shit. It creeped
the
me out,
alien
and I'm
looking
not-
thing.
Yeah. Had like a big old weird elongated head, little body with like these little stick arms and shit. They said the thing must have been like 20 feet big or 20 feet tall. And we think we're such a superior species. We don't know nothing. We're not equipped for our planet, dude. You know, have you heard that theory that we don't belong here?
What do you
All
mean?
the animals in nature, right? Like pigs don't need sunscreen, monkeys don't need sunscreen, dogs and cats and shit, they can get burned, but it ain't terrible. We are not equipped for we have to live in an exact climate, otherwise we have to dress ourselves and put fur, you know. People say that we don't belong on this planet. We were seeded here and we're not fully equipped for Earth because we're a transplant species. I heard this theory the other day and I'm like, I've never heard it before, but that's interesting.
It makes sense though. It makes sense. I've heard that as well. You know, that we were essentially we're a break off of another species, you know, like that we're sent here for survival, you know.
What do they call it? Panspermia.
But again, you know,
somewhere else.
Look at this.
This is crazy. And then I like they do it in reverse. Well, that's not that deep. That's not that deep, is it? Oh, it is that deep. Shit. Yeah, this is crazy. I'm gonna dream about drowning tonight, and I'm gonna blame you, dude. It's gonna be all your fault.
Oh goodness, dude, that is crazy. That is just,
Yeah.
You know, and it makes me wonder. It makes me wonder as a person, you know, what is in there? What is in there? What is in there, and why are we more curious, or why are we more focused on exploring up here than down here?
Because it's easier to see and get to.
If we put all that effort into going into space, dude.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they put the more effort into going down there, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Switch the focus a little bit.
I don't think it's possible. I think there's limits to what the human body can endure, and going that deep into whatever is one of those things.
So, I mean, you know, that may be it. It may be the pressure. It may be that we don't have the technology to dive that deep.
I mean, look at
it may be something else. You know, in the conspiracies, you say that maybe we weren't inhabitants of this planet. You know, they say there's some people out there that believe that the reason we can't get the space is because space isn't up, it's down in the ocean.
What do you mean by that?
So what they're saying is essentially that the reason that if you listen to some of the astronauts broadcasting, you know, and some of them almost drowning. How do you drown in space?
Oh, no. Okay. That's very easy. So you can't drown inside your ship, but you can drown on a spacewalk. You have to remember those guys. I heard a story about this. I actually heard the interview with the astronaut. They asked him the same question. How do you drown in fucking space? He said he was on a spacewalk and he says, we don't go out there for 2 or 3 hours. We're out there for 8 to 12. 12 maximum, but 8 is usually an average spacewalk. During that 8 hours, you're going to get thirsty. So they have a liquid tube hooked up to them that they can sip water. If that tube, which can get fucked up somehow, leaks into your helmet, you'll drown. So what happened was his helmet started to start accumulating water. He couldn't get it out. And even he was like, do I head back to the ship? Even if I do, it's still 45 minutes for decompression before I can get this helmet off of me. What's going to happen to me? So he figured out some way to fix it and got back inside safely, but he almost drowned in his spacesuit. That's how you drown in space.
I was gonna say drink, right? Drink it all up.
Yeah, I know, right? That's what I want to.
Jeez Louise, dude, that's crazy. And then like there's
Yeah.
other ones where they always see, we see the leftover space parts, they're always coming out of the water. You know, the little shut the rescue thing.
Dude,
But
I, there's a big part of me that's like, there's no such thing as aliens, there's no this, there's no that. But then you hear these,
Britain Australia for a while.
you hear about these people that are like, even not too far from where I live, right here off the ocean, people are like, yeah, we see things come out of the ocean all the time.
Yeah, I mean the thing is, the people see things all the time. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, my thing with folklore, and myths and legends and stuff like that, Bigfoot, Dracula, mermaids, it, these things didn't come from nowhere. In order to have an idea, or to have a creative, you have to draw from something. Creativity is drawn from something, right?
Art imitates life, life imitates art.
Most the way that we are, for some reason, we are just naturally afraid of the dark.
Don't get me started. You ever ran up the stairs after you turn the light off? I'm 47. I still do it. I'm like, ugh.
Go outside, you feel like something's watching you.
Yeah.
It's more or less like these things, as we, how do you say, as species, as we are a species, much like animals, we have grown to adapt.
Yeah. So
what is it that we have adapted to that has created that for us? And like like I said, and I believe that inspiration comes from everywhere. Of course, like I said, you had the vampires and stuff like that, where people used to drink blood back in the day.
Well, it wasn't that
the count that would kill people and drink their blood.
The vampire thing came from something a little bit different, if I remember right. I in high
it was
school
the
actually
Countess, wasn't her name? I can't remember her name.
Oh, so what I heard was back in the day, people, our medical practices weren't as good as they should be, and a lot of people were buried dead or were buried alive, thinking they were dead, and they would scratch at the coffin lids. And every once in a while, one would get exhumed. They'd see the scratches. Oh my God, he must be coming back to life. So they're staking all these fucking things in the heart now to make sure they're dead. The lore kind of grows from that. And then, oh, let me write a story about this.
I think it was Elizabeth Bathory, dude.
Was the first vampire?
Well, what it says is, and I'll read this real quick off the Wikipedia. It says, was a Hungarian noblewoman and alleged serial killer from the Bathory family who owned land in the Kingdom of Hungary, which is now Slovakia.
Okay.
They were accused of, her and 4 of her servants were accused of torturing and killing hundreds of girls and women from 1590 to 1610. All right, let's see.
Really?
Yeah, so I think the ways that they actually did it was
but wasn't she the one that was bathing in it because it supposedly kept her young or something?
Yeah, I think
she'd bathe in the blood of her victims. She wasn't drinking it.
You don't know.
You're right.
You're
right. We don't know.
Let's see.
I heard she would oftentimes bathe in the victim.
Yeah, that's what I just said. She would wash herself in it to keep, but I don't think she was drinking it.
I mean, if you're bathing in it, some of it's going in your mouth.
I mean,
you know what I'm saying? You never drank a little tub water?
No, I shower.
Oh man, you gotta get a little tub, man. That's why you're all stiff.
What are you talking about?
I am stiff. But with another thing you do about vampires is I have noticed that I did watch a couple of interesting TikToks, dude, about vampires and how people are now talking about they're coming forth and talking about their experiences with meeting vampires, and a lot of them are saying it's almost like it's one of those things, and I think we talked about it almost like last podcast about one of those people, you know, the like the superhero that you forget if they're not
Yeah,
there. So it's like that. That's what the kind of feeling that they get, the sense of forgetness. Like they don't remember the interaction.
because it
Like it's
didn't
like
happen, dude.
it's like a blissful, you know, and then
I'm
like
sorry.
they're starting to recall like things over time.
You understand that that's biologically and physically impossible to be a vampire, correct?
I mean, what is it? What is vampire's characteristics if not charming?
Yeah, but they can't live forever and they can't drink blood to help them live 500 years and they can't burn up in the sunlight. It's
No, I
just, it
don't.
doesn't happen, dude.
I don't think that everything, you know, all the lore is
How
true.
come
You
they
know,
don't burn up at night? The moon is just reflecting sunlight.
Do you believe in the vampire, who feed off energy, people's energy?
Well, okay, so that's anybody, but I don't believe that
I'm
that's
about to say
specifically a
that's
vampire.
we call those
Look,
narcissists.
look, man, I've worked for people that they come into the office and 20 minutes later, you're just like, fuck, I'm drained after I dealt with that. But that's just because they're high energy people and they got blah, 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 and I want to do this, I want to do that, and I want to do it.
Well, what
By
about
the
the people
time you're
that do it
done,
that are aggravating? You know, that are draining and aggravating. They're like, you know, like
and
the
yes,
people
people
that.
do feed off that energy, but that's Barbara who lives next door because she's a Karen. She's not a vampire. She's not a supernatural being, and she's not using a supernatural power. She just makes me exhausted, fucking tiring. I just don't think I don't think that werewolves, vampire, like werewolves, right? You're really gonna rip your skin off of you to grow a dog snout,
But see, the thing is that
and then
that's the
it's gonna
thing though.
come
Again,
back, and your skin's gonna
if
heal. I mean, how?
but that's the thing though. You can't get lost in the Hollywood of it.
But that's
You
what a
know,
vampire. That's what werewolves are. They're
but
humans that turn into dogs
that's
that turn
not
into humans.
technically what they are. Like I said, there's many translations over time, especially in a lot of the.
Vampires can't age, right? How does that happen? There's no
No,
cellular.
it's not saying that they don't age. They say they age slowly. You know, and like I said, you're drinking human blood. Maybe there's something. You know, you're bathing in the blood of
I
virgins
don't
and
know,
all this
man.
other
I
stuff. I
don't
don't know.
I don't believe that human blood can halt the laws of universal entropy. I just don't think it can happen. Sorry, dude.
You know, there's a lot. You know, I'm
If
with
that
you.
was the case, then
I'm
every single person in the world would we be aging slowly because we were washing ourselves in fucking blood.
I'm
There
just
wouldn't be
saying.
a
You know,
cow left on this fucking planet.
I'm just saying. There's a lot of little word around Hollywood that a lot of people, you know, pay good money for that kind of stuff. Um,
Mm.
you know, hey, I mean, hey, there's a market for it. If there's a market for it, you know, people are surely buying into the, you know, into the
You're not
superstition, right?
wrong.
But
You're
that's
not
not
wrong.
for me to talk about on this show, right? Like we'll
What
save
is
that
for
for
you to
another
talk
show.
about?
But we'll keep talking about the mysteries of the ocean, okay? Before we talk about the mysteries of who's watching me outside my window. Let's see. So if we can, so this interesting guy, he was actually filming for a movie. Go ahead, Lost.
Okay.
Amazing things that I had ever seen in the bottom of the ocean. It was while filming for Blue Planet. It was in the Gulf of Mexico. And inside the ring of mussels was a lake.
Yeah.
And it's like, wait a minute, I'm already underwater. We went out over the water in this lake and tried to descend in it and bounced off. It was so super saline and dense that the submarine couldn't go down in it. We literally bounced off, and as we bounced off, we sent ripples heading back to the shoreline. It was insane. I've never seen anything like it.
So this is what I was.
A few days after this aired on the television, that he had made this discovery, when
He
and
was
his friend
mysteriously
were flying
killed.
the helicopter, it exploded.
Why is it always a helicopter?
And he died.
Jesus Christ, guys, shut up with this. This is just dumb conspiracy shit. Like I said, it is known that there are different buoyancies of water. Some are more concentrated in salines or whatevers, and there's put oil, water, and sand in a glass, shake it up, and then see how they separate in the end. That's the same thing that happened down there. He didn't discover some secret fucking supernatural thing that he got killed over. That's bullshit.
What do you think it was?
It's what I said it was. It was a dense saline rich area that happened to settle into this lake, into
You
this,
think it was oil
like
or
this.
something?
No, it's water. It's just got more salts and chemicals than some of the rest, and that all comes together and it kind of settles into like a pool kind of area. And that's where it sits. Because the heavier stuff tries to seek the lowest level, so it's going to find a nice thing. It's going to make a lake of this stuff, and yes, when you come by it, it's going to cause ripples because the density is different. It's not conspiracy shit. He wasn't killed in a helicopter because he found something underwater like this. That is crap. I'm sorry.
Makes sense though. It makes sense what you're saying though. It makes sense. Just says there's no argument there, because like I said,
it's proven science.
Science itself is what the practice of proving.
Yes, if I have a theory, right, and I put it out there, it is not proven until you and Laws and a bunch of other people try the same experiment. And if the majority of you come up with the same result, then we can say this might be proven, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or we can extrapolate some of that and grow off of at least that theory into other theories. But I'm sorry, dude. I know better than this. This one's dumb. You got to remember, dude, I listen to people debunking conspiracy theories all day long. This is my thing. I love debunking this shit. Especially when they're like, he found this stuff and then he exploded in a helicopter, dude. Yeah, I mean, it's funny. Yeah, learn to fly, dumbass. That's all that was. Please don't take it up on a windy day, douchebag.
Golly. But there is one thing that we can agree on, and that is that we don't know what the hell's in the ocean.
No, we have no fucking idea what's in the ocean, dude. I know an idea. I don't like the ocean. I'm more scared of the ocean than I am of outer space.
Exactly. I mean, what about, do you believe in, so mermaids or mermaid-like creatures?
No.
You don't believe in that? You yourself just said you don't know what's out there.
I don't know what's out there, but I think which part is fish?
Well, let's just say, for instance, we're not talking about the Little Mermaid. You know what I'm saying? We're not talking about this. What we are talking about is almost humanoid type beings, or something along the lines of what we have, or what was the closest thing to us with a primate versus being like a chimpanzee or gorilla, which we have been proven over time that they can learn.
Mm-hmm.
They have memory. Yeah. They have the opposable thumbs and everything, and they can use it. I seen a monkey driving a golf cart.
Yeah, no shit.
Pulled up, and then took off. I was like, what the heck? You guys
need a chimp caddy,
smoking cigarettes.
Yeah, I like the ones that sit there and smoke, have you seen the ones that'll just sit there and grab a beer and just?
Yeah. Dude, they know the difference between dirty and clean. I seen where he threw the snacks on the floor. The guy, he picked it up. He's like,
he rubbed it off. Like, the monkey rubbed it off.
He's like, yeah, and he looked at him like, he looked at him like, the audacity, like,
motherfucker.
He's like, really? Is what you're gonna do to me?
It's like that.
So this is what I'm saying. If we have that, if we have the humanoids, or the primates on land, what's stopping us from saying that there isn't the equivalent of something like that underwater?
Because the evolution, in my opinion, of above and below water are two different things. So why would you need to look like that underwater when most of the animals look different? But then again, a cod and a crab are two very different species and they live underwater. So you're right.
Translucent eels. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, it's great.
Yeah, I'm right there with you on that one, right?
Little fish with a little light.
How do I put this? Oh man, you got me good on this one, because this is a real thinker, because you're not saying it's a mermaid like the Little Mermaid. You're not saying it's human fish hybrid, like a chimera.
So that's what I'm telling you. Let's not get lost in the Disney translation. Let's not get lost in the folklore.
So you're saying that there might be a fish out there that's maybe a little bit more evolved, like maybe it's got some hand things coming from it. Maybe the face is just a little bit different than it looks more human.
Isn't there?
I know that
I was going to say, in their folklore, the pirates, they used to get drunk. They would say they would go off and sleep with the sirens and the mermaids, but it was really just manatees.
It was manatees. That was my next comment
Sorry,
that I was going to make.
To interrupt you, but I had to put that out there.
His sleeping with manatees?
Yeah.
I mean, they have the closest, what I heard is that their bits are very similar to a woman's.
So was it just a bunch of drunk pirates just horny?
Yar, it'd be lonely out here on the seven seas.
Have you seen a manatee?
Thick.
Yeah,
thick.
I love it.
But this guy here, he's also one of those, conspiracy guys, that they say, and I use the word conspiracy loosely, guys, because I want you guys to understand one thing.
Okay.
A conspiracy is necessarily doesn't mean it's wrong. Okay, it doesn't mean it's been proven wrong. A conspiracy
like
can
this
be
are-
anything.
I don't think this is a conspiracy. I think this is either he found something. A conspiracy is a group of people trying to hide something, right? They're conspiring. Hence the word conspiracy. So like 9/11, it's a group of people conspiring to do something. So it's a conspiracy. This I don't think is a conspiracy. This could either be just mistaken identity, or what if the guy found a species like we were talking about that we've just never freaking heard of?
Yeah. So let's play this video here, and you tell me what you think.
Show me.
Before we play this video, did you know that dragonflies are born in water, and then they
so are mosquitoes.
So if something like that can evolve, you don't think that something else can evolve from the water?
No.
I will say this. I will say, where there's a need, there is a way, there is always a reason. You know what I'm saying? I will say that I am a believer in anything until you believe, until you prove me wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like, I can't sit there and I won't sit there and say I shut this out. I shut this out completely.
No.
Because if you choose to believe in whatever it is, whether it's religion, whether it's in the air that you breathe that we cannot replicate, we cannot duplicate, we cannot see, but it's there and we need it.
We can replicate oxygen and stuff. We have,
Who's making air out here?
You never seen those gas companies that send you the cylinders of? Show us the video, Lost. Jacob,
Terry, you talking about just sucking the air out from the? You guys suck the air in there.
What's this? What's it say?
Dolphins singing it.
Yeah.
They're singing.
Something like this. Not this.
I fucking love my job, I swear. Mr. Krabs? Huh, Mr. Krabs? Tell him, Mr. Krabs. Actually, you know what, homie? I'm gonna throw you back in your ocean. Because we're not catching you. Be free. Be free, homie. Be free. Sometimes you gotta let him free, you know?
Fair enough.
Sometimes you just gotta let him roam free.
The only thing he's letting roam free is a hairstyle, man.
Let's just walk right back. Obviously. Let's see if we can find.
You couldn't pay me enough to do this job.
Oh, yo!
Did he come back?
Oh, hell no! Wait, no fucking. Let him roam free.
Crab came back.
Let's just walk right back. Let's see if we can find. Oh, yo!
Is it raining crabs?
That almost looked like he spiked it from
hell no!
I'm saying, dude, that's not real. That he's staging that shit.
Wait, no fucking.
He dropped that thing off the boat.
I just threw this overboard. Y'all saw me throw it overboard.
He didn't throw it. I don't know.
Are you kidding me? That did not just.
He's on the boat with 100.
And we just out here. We're chilling. We're out here chilling.
These water videos are like chalk on it.
Dude, look how dark it is out there, bro.
Oh yeah, I don't want to have any part of that. No, I wouldn't. And then you start hearing the dolphins singing, and tell me that wouldn't just
noise,
raise
bro.
your hackle.
That don't sound like a dolphin.
You don't hear the singing?
Where are
you don't hear that? You didn't hear the singing? Here, listen. The high-pitched noise back there.
I hear. Where's she at? What the fuck is that noise, bro?
Hear that?
What is that noise?
All right, you gotta stop this video. I can't do this anymore. It's too loud.
Where are you?
It is loud.
But yeah, that's just dolphins out there screwing around. What they do. So I guess they were picking up whales and fish mating here in like Southern California. Like the vibration was keeping the town of like San Luis Obispo or whatever the fuck, I don't know what it's called, was keeping these people awake at night. So the marine biologist came in like, yeah, it's just a bunch of fish getting down. It's mating season. But it caused such a resonance that people could hear it on land.
Jeez Louise.
Yeah. It's nuts. Dude, the ocean's crazy, dude. It's that's why, like, you see that guy on that boat in pitch black in the middle of freaking nowhere. Yeah, I have no interest in that.
Imagine
None.
being on a
But
boat, dude. It's just pitch black water on her.
and you're hundreds of miles from land. Think about going 200 miles away from where you live right now.
So let me ask
200
you a
miles.
question. Would you be more? Are you more afraid of flying, or are you more afraid of being on a boat?
On a boat. I have no fear of flying. I get on a plane, I can fall the fuck asleep. I'm out. I can read my book. I love flying. Flying was my favorite form of transportation, aside from me driving my nice car. I love flying. Flying's my favorite form. I just get off on it. I wish I had a job where I could fly every week. Like if I could fly around the country doing fat and
Well, let's
spicy,
not
dude.
get too off.
Yeah.
Nah, screw that, man. I'm part of the Mile High Club by myself.
Jesus Christ! All right, guys. Before we end this episode,
wait,
guys,
wait. One more thing.
Let me finish. Let me wrap up the ocean thing. You know, so let me wrap up the ocean thing.
Hurry
You
up.
can do your little TikToks and stuff. Okay. All right.
One more thing we got to do.
All right. Like I said, we covered the animals.
Yeah.
Covered the species in there. You know, the whales. You know, we already
and the depth.
And we covered the noises. You know, and we talked about some of the things that may be down there. But what about things that are hiding down there?
Like the alien
the ocean. Yeah.
Like what we were talking about?
Yeah.
If there's one thing that I want to believe in, it's that aliens are here.
I mean, again, we talked about the galaxies, the multiple galaxies, the multiple universes.
Mm-hmm. But how do they find us? We're in the middle of nowhere.
But what the term alien? Let's discuss the term alien. If not foreign, a foreign species, of something that is unknown. Alien means unknown, right? It is a term that is used to describe the unknown. Unknown origin.
Okay. Yeah. Fair enough.
Of unknown origin, we'll say.
Yes.
So with that, we're not talking green guys, antennas, we're not talking about the grays, but that's what, again, alien of unknown origin.
Your family.
Like I said, let's not get confused in the Hollywood of things.
Okay. I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry. I love you. I had to say it.
But
the
same thing. That's why I say of unknown origin.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So like, let's see this video. These guys are out there fishing. Ooh, that was a little loud.
It's all right. Yes, I've seen this one. Now, I've seen a few videos.
And I don't know what he's speaking, if it's Spanish or Portuguese, but he's saying, like, what's happening here? What's happening here?
Yeah.
We can make that out.
Oh, yeah. See, and that's one. Go ahead and pause this real quick. That's one of the things that I look at when it comes to these kind of videos. How are the people reacting? Right? Like I've seen some where the guy's like, oh, look at that thing in the sky. Oh, I think it's moving. Dude, if I saw that, I'd be like, what the is that? You know what I mean? I'd be freaking. These guys are freaking out. So one thing I did hear about this video, I've heard two things. First off, the splashdown looked a little AI, people saying. So I get that. But why is it that whenever you see these kind of things, there's always, like I saw one going across the sky being followed by two F-16s. You know what I mean? It's like, why are the military always following these things? Why are there always helicopters like this whenever that shit shows up? They didn't make up the helicopter. That's not AI. That's there. I need to turn off my Discord. I'm sorry. This is getting more than distracting.
No, but anyway, like I said, this is essentially what we're here to talk about, and again, like I said, I don't want people to get lost in this translation of this is what we're used to, the Hollywoodness of everything. Granted, like I said, Hollywood is there because Hollywood is Hollywood, and they're going to go off of whatever idea you give them. Okay, right. They turned Rocky into who was never even a real boxer, into a boxing legend.
True.
You know what I'm saying? Like if you
He's got his
think of
own
like some of
statue
the
and stone.
greatest, you know what I'm saying? You think of some of the world's greatest boxer. I'm gonna say Rocky Balboa, even though I know for a fact Rocky Balboa was never a real boxer.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But if that's Hollywood's allure. That's what they do. They're meant to put. They're there to put they're put there to make you believe things, you know, and make you.
So what about this? How do you feel about this one?
Rocky Balboa.
Fucking Rocky Balboa. Save some of that for the sequel. No, I'm talking
He got
about
bricks
the
in his
video, man.
gloves.
He's got
About
bricks.
this one here.
Hey, cut me, coach. I can't see. What do you think about this one?
Again,
Can we go back to the splashdown? Is that possible, Lozzie? I'm sorry.
again,
I'd
people
really
sit
like to see
there.
that splashdown again. You're actually going to see Spicy take the glasses off to see this one.
Again, you know what happens? Okay, you ever took your hand and smashed it into the water real fast when you're in the pool or something? Does that splash happen immediately, or does it wait until your water's already submerged? Till your hands in the water submerged already?
Well, your hand has to go down for the water to come back around it and splash up. I mean, it's
So
physics.
it's not gonna hit and then
It
just
takes a second. No,
So,
I mean, I believe,
especially
I
with
see
especially with the flat bottom or whatever it has or whatever, you know. But again, is it alien? Is it military just hiding? But because it maneuvers in a way that we're unfamiliar, that a lot of people say that's fake. But people don't understand that that's what it is. It's alien to you. It's alien technology. Of course, you're not going to understand how it works because, of course, it's going to be unfamiliar to you. You know, if I bring you a plate of cow tongue tacos, you look at the meat, you're like, I've been eating meat all my life. I ain't never seen no meat like that because it's unfamiliar to you. That's not meat. It is meat. It's just unfamiliar to you. Of course, you're not going to recognize the way it looks, the texture of it. And if it's alien technology, of course, you're not going to recognize the way it works.
I'll tell you the truth, man. And I agree. I heard a sign. I wish I remember who said it. I almost think it was Neil deGrasse Tyson, but he said, I would not be afraid. I mean, I would be more afraid if we found one of these things, like those things that move, like what we saw in the video. If we were to get one, I would be more afraid if it said USSR or China than if there was alien language on the side. Because that means our enemies have this technology, which is absolutely mind blowing. But I'll tell you the truth, I think it's ours.
Talk about that? You want to talk about that?
I think it's ours.
We'll talk about another show.
But I love talking about that.
We'll go into the cartel and you know how they have U.S. grade stamp weapons. How U.S. grade stamp weapons were left. You know when we evacuated Iraq or Iran and they just left. They were like, you know what? Everybody back up. Leave the weapons.
Yep.
What? But anyways, again, that's not for tonight's show, guys. You know, we'll talk about that another time.
We'll talk about not on the 100th show, but on one of the soon shows. I'd really like to talk about some of this cartel stuff too, because that's always been fascinating too, as a conspiracy theory.
Yeah. You know, I think a good topic to continue for Tuesday, dude, when we do our little Spice Challenge is to be seen, the unseen. You know, believing into the unknown, and we'll dive more into a little more about ghosts and stuff like that. You know,
before we go. I have one video that's almost supernatural. Laws, do we have that TikTok of the cat? This is the one I've been waiting to show you because you want to talk supernatural and like things in the ocean that don't look quite right. I want you to see this cat.
Things in the ocean don't look right. You ever seen me without my shirt on at the beach?
What the fuck is that? A fucking cat? Hey, don't fucking look at me like that. That's a weird looking fucking cat. Ma! Yo, there's a stray cat outside. I don't want it starting a fight with Lucy. Lucy, it's okay. It's okay, Lucy. Don't worry about it. Ma! Ma, there's a weird fucking stray cat outside. It looks like Grandma, the fucking thing.
It looks like Grandma, the fucking
thing. Get the fuck out of here. I don't even know if that's a fucking cat. Blink, motherfucker.
Blink.
No.
All right, that's a little freaky. I've seen this video before.
I don't know why this video makes me like the one that gets the part of this gets me. It looks like Grandma.
It looks like you. I think this is a voiceover of the original video though, but I love this fucking voiceover.
I love the voiceover.
But man, that's a freaky looking guy. I ain't gonna lie. You know, I don't like calling animals ugly, but that thing got a little zest on the mind or something.
I had to put that. It looked like somebody did the makeup on it, though. No,
I don't know. It looked like fake eyes. I don't know.
Yeah, it did look fake until it walked towards you. But like blink.
But again, I don't know. You seen the competition for the world ugliest dogs?
Yes, I have. And tell me that they're not so ugly. They're adorable.
No, they're ugly. They're hideous. They're not adorable at all. But I mean, they're freaky looking things. I ain't gonna lie. I can't lie to them things. It's like okay. I'm not one of those people that sit there and talk bad about people's babies. Okay.
Yes, you
not
are.
every baby, not every
You
baby
are.
in this world is cute. Okay.
No.
There's a lot of weird looking babies out here. Okay.
And they all smell
But
like sour milk.
I get it. They're cute to you, and that's all that matters. Just don't ask me for my honest opinion, okay? And be mad when I give it to you. All right, that's all I'm saying. You know, if I think your baby's cute, I'll say he's cute. If I don't say nothing, I'm doing you a favor. And
but you didn't say nothing. When I showed you my baby, you said it looked like a sweaty convenience store hot dog.
You know, hey, but like I said, if you going with your moms, if you ain't got nothing nice, don't say it at all. You know.
Oh, you know what? We better wrap this up before Laws has our our hot dogs on a stick.
Guys, before we go, don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, guys. We appreciate it. Everything helps. And if you just want to donate, head over to our Twitch channel, guys. You can find a link there. You can donate. Our YouTube channel has a link as well. $2, $1, $5, whatever it takes to get Spicy a new wig. We're gonna do it.
No, I don't need a new wig. I need new sunglasses. Remember when I burnt my chest hair?
Oh,
I broke
yeah.
my shades. Look, the thing is broken.
Oh, guys, if anybody out there with a heart, anybody, for just 25 cents,
you too could support us, Spicy.
Get Spicy some new sunglasses. So we're asking you to reach deep down in your mom's purse, your dad's wallet, pull out $5. That's
take it. Dude, episode 100. Next episode, baby. 100, man.
The spicy challenge, right? We're gonna be here. We're gonna talk about ghosts. We're gonna try not to die and become ghosts.
I'm gonna die.
Okay?
I'm gonna become a ghost.
All right, we're gonna have out of body experiences our own, so our damn selves. But guys, if you're interested in playing D&D, and maybe that's something you wanted to do for a long time, guys, we have hired a DM, guys. The first round is on us. So if you're interested in playing, it'll be $25 a session after. But the first round we've already covered. Don't worry about it. You know, if it's something you want to do, it's something you always thought about doing. We're starting from level 0. Okay, so we got a guy who's willing to work with us, create new characters. That's going to be on every Monday. We only ask that you have a cam of sorts, a phone with a bipod, tripod, whatever you got that we can live stream.
Go to Walmart, get a ring light. Who cares?
Mondays, 3 to 4 p.m. EST, guys. That's when we're starting to be a 3 to 4 hour session. Okay, so just be prepared. We will be sitting for a while. Doesn't mean there's no break from breaks. I mean, we're gonna have to keep a bucket under the desk or nothing. But you know, just be prepared that we are going to be diving deep. He's got his bucket ready. That's a real champ right there. We're going to be diving deep into role play and immersion, guys. So Monday, look out for the new show, Critical Idiots, guys. And speaking of shows, Behind the Pint's newest episode, go check it out on YouTube, guys. All right. As always, don't forget that I'm Phat.
I'm Spicy.
And it's been the Phat and Spicy Show, guys. We appreciate it. We love you. We'll see you next week, Tuesday, for our 100th episode. Yeah, dude.
We've done this for 99 episodes, man.
Dude, I'm tired of looking at your mug, dude. I'm telling you.
I'm not tired of looking at you. I'm tired of looking at me.
I need to get you some sunglasses. I got to get you some. You tell me what size.
I need some new
shades,
shades, bro.
I'm going to get you like some